So, boys, let's have a little morning chat while I'm sipping on my little coffee around building an absolutely fucking sick physique in 2025. So, too many men are walking around out of shape, especially in 2025 when there is unlimited amount of information everywhere available, and men still seem to have all this information in their mind and they're still out of shape. Sounds absolutely crazy, doesn't it? But just think, information is literally no use. Everyone says knowledge is power, but knowledge isn't power if it isn't put into action. Too many men have all this knowledge from, yourself, from Instagram. There's unlimited amount of free fitness advice. YouTube, there's an unlimited amount of advice. Men sit and watch videos and take all this stuff in, but they never ever take action on it. So they have all this information sitting in their head that gets nothing done with it. They're still in exactly the same position. They still don't move forward. They still don't progress. They still have no goals because they just sit and take in all this dumb information that leads them to absolutely nowhere. Building a sick physique takes action. You have to go out there, put the work in, get some goals together. Here's the thing, most men have absolutely zero goals in place. So how do they know where they're heading? If you don't have any goals in place, it's like a ship trying to get to a destination without knowing where they're going. They're just going to be sailing, hoping that they reach a destination. And it's probably not going to reach the destination because it doesn't know where it's going. It doesn't have a set destination. It's the same as men when they have goals. When they have a solid goal that they desire, where they want to get to, they know exactly how they're going to get there. They know exactly where they're going. They know exactly where they're heading. If you have zero goals for yourself, you don't know where you're going. So you're not going to get to where you need to be. So first thing is get some goals in place, always. So to build a sick physique in 2025, what I would recommend is that you do sit down, get some goals together. Do it in a quiet place where nobody's going to bother you. Maybe go to a coffee shop, stick your headphones in, stick some nice chill music on. Work out some goals for yourself in 2025, especially now summer's coming up. It's literally April. We've got a few months till summer. Probably the best time to now get your goals down, get some sorted, and then get you moving forward. And like I say, once you've got them goals down, you know exactly where you're headed. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you're heading towards. And that's exactly what you want. Step 2 is take action. Without action, like I say, there is nowhere you're going to get to. You're not going to get there. So step 2 is take the action you need to get there. So you have all these steps marked down. You have all these goals marked down. Now you've got to start working towards them. In terms of this video, we're talking about physique, how to build a sick physique in 2025. So these goals will be based around physique. So what I would recommend with building a physique is that you map out your journey, exactly how it's going to look. So in terms of phases, so say if you looked at yourself and thought, right, I'm maybe holding a little bit too much body fat around the midsection, around the lower back maybe. I need to first get rid of this body fat. This is always the first step. You've got to get rid of the body fat first. So if you look at yourself and think, right, this body fat around my waist and around the midsection is a little bit too high, so I really need to get rid of this first. This is always going to be the first step. Get rid of the body fat. Get down to a position where you're happy. So your abs are on show. You're probably around that 10 to 12% body fat mark. That's exactly what you want to aim for. Once you're around there, so first map out how long it's going to take to get there. Maybe if you're holding only a little bit. So I'm going to say you maybe skinny fat. Yes, you still want to get rid of the body fat first. So cut down first, get rid of that body fat. It might take 10 to 12 weeks here. Get rid of that, map out that first stage. So we'll call this, I would say, the priming phase or the first fat loss phase. Cut down, get rid of this. Once you're in a position where you're around that 10 to 12% body fat mark, that's when you can push into, let's say, a gain phase or a performance phase. This phase is going to be for muscle building, improving your physique, building a better physique. So map out 10, 12 weeks for the first phase. Second phase, again, probably 12 to 16 weeks. Especially if you're skinny fat, this is where you want to really lock in, build some muscle, build the physique you really want. So do 12 to 16 weeks in this performance phase. This is a phase where you want to be really focusing on progressive overload, pushing them training sessions in the gym while fueling yourself with enough food. You need to be eating enough food. You don't really want to be chasing scale weight gain. You don't just want to be piling in a large amount of calories and doing a dirty bulk. Otherwise, you're just going to get to a point where you're massively out of shape, and that's not what you want. That is very unproductive, sorry. So push yourself into a gaining phase for 12 to 16 weeks. Go through that, gain a large amount of muscle. So this is what you want to be mapping out. Once you went through that, and then you've pushed up to a decent amount, you've probably done 12 to 16 weeks of a progressive phase where you like to see you focus on that progressive overload in the gym while fueling yourself with enough food. Hitting enough protein as well, that's the main thing. When you do cut down again, so after this you would do probably another 12 to 16 weeks in a fat loss phase. Obviously now you will be a lot bigger, you would have built a lot more muscle. So when you do cut down this time, you will look 10 times better, you will have built a miles better physique. But as well, one of the main things about going through all of these different phases is that you need to become the man. Alongside doing this stuff, you need to build a better mindset, and you need to become the man. Otherwise, you're probably going to do this stuff for a few weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. If you're not in the right mindset, if you're not becoming the guy as well, who's going to be able to maintain this process or do this process, you're going to get nowhere. You're probably going to do 3-4 weeks, and you're literally going to go back to the start. And that's not what we want. So we've got to build a better mindset as well in the process. How do we build a better mindset? You've got to become the guy first, like I say, and then you've got to build your knowledge around books, invest in the mentors as well. Something that's massively helped me out over the last few years is investing into mentors that are above me. So anything in terms of physique, mindset, I have always invested in people in front of us. And that has boosted my progress. That has got me to where I wanted to be. Especially physique. I did invest into a physique coach back in 2023. I did invest in a physique coach, and that got me really a lot further ahead than what I would have been if I was just doing it myself. Doing it myself, yes, you can see a little bit of progress, but you do hit points where you're pretty stable, you're not making any progress. You need to invest in people ahead of you, people who have more knowledge than you, people who can get you the results. So when you are investing into a coach, see if they can get you the results, and that's exactly what you want to do. Invest into one of them. First positive point, you just have to follow what he says. You don't have to go and work it all out yourself. He just gives you everything you need. So you just have to follow it. But do remember as well, to be able to follow this and stay consistent in it, you have to build a better mindset and become the guy as well. So you would follow the plan. You've got the accountability there as well. So you've got someone watching you at all times. You know exactly what you're doing. You get a kick up the arse if you miss anything, which is the reason why it absolutely skyrockets your progress. These guys that you're investing, these coaches, have already done what you need to do most of the time. If you don't pick one of the little shitty ones that you see on Instagram, that are out of shape and they're not even doing what they tell you. Do not invest in people like that. Always invest in the guys that are ahead of you and know exactly what they're talking about, and they're doing exactly what they ask of you. That's what I massively focus on myself. I do exactly what I'm asking of clients. I've done exactly what I've asked of clients. I wouldn't say to clients, right, you've got to do this, when I haven't done it myself. That would just be absolutely crazy, and I don't believe in that. Like, I wouldn't say to someone, right, I'm going to put you through a 16-week show prep when I've never done a show myself. I would say, right, go and see someone who's done a 16-week show prep themselves and then see them. I'm just the guy who does everything that I ask of clients. I do the habits that I ask of clients. I do the training I ask of clients. I do the movement. I do the steps. I do the cardio. All this stuff I do myself. I don't not do it and just ask clients to do it. I do everything myself. And like I say, with this stuff, it massively moves you forward very fast, very quick. And this is when you make the best progress possible. So first, like I say, get some goals in place. Second, work out a plan. Third, take action. Fourth could be invest into someone who's already done what you need to do. That's going to move you ahead quicker. And like I say, what you want to focus on doing is building your mindset, your physique, your habits. Habits as well is an absolutely huge one. If you go on my Instagram, Danny Clement with 2 Y's, DANNYY, Clement, CLEMENT. In my highlights on Instagram, there is every single habit I tick off every single day in there. So if you want to pick that up, follow them. Again, I'm a coach, but I'm not saying, right, you have to go with me, but the coaching is there available if you ever need help with anything. Like I say, this stuff though is massively going to help you build an absolutely elite physique in 2025. Just make sure, like I say, with building a physique, you get everything locked in, you get your habits locked in, you get your movement, your steps. Make sure you're doing at least, if you're trying to get in shape, fat loss, at least 10k steps above every single day. Cardio as well. Start low, build it up as and when needed. If you need to add in, I would say stick to 20 to 30 minute cardio sessions every day. Not every day, but like I say, build them up over time if you need more cardio in. Just listen to what your body's doing. If you're getting leaner, take photos every single week. If you're getting leaner, it's working. If your scale weight's coming down, if you're getting your scale weight every day, get an average over the week. If your average over the week's coming down, then you know, right, I'm moving forward. I don't need to do cardio every single day. If you're doing 4 or 5 cardio sessions a week and you're seeing good progress, your scale weight's coming down, you're looking better every week. Again, that shows progress. It shows you moving forward. It shows you're doing something right. Don't just go all out and do everything at once. Like, don't go from 0 to 100 first week. Drop your food as low as possible. Cardio every single day, because you probably will last 3 to 4 weeks of doing it. And then again, make sure your habits are locked in. Habits I do recommend, like I say, go on my Instagram, pick them up. The habits that I use every day is waking up early, pre 5 a.m, making sure that you are hitting your macros every single day, so your protein, your carbs and your fats. Make sure you have your macros in place as well. Make sure that you are getting your daily movement in every single day. Another habit which I use, which isn't really related to physique, but will massively help in terms of mindset and everything like that, is audio book or a book 30 minutes every day. I usually do both. I do 30 minutes on the morning, first thing when I wake up, of reading. And then on the night, what I do is, or just any time during the day, I read an audio book as well. So all this stuff is going to massively move you forward and will skyrocket your progress, building you an absolutely elite physique in 2025. This stuff as well, I am speaking from experience. I'm not the guy with no physique who's talking shit on YouTube. All this stuff I have done over the last, I've trained for 10 years. But them 10 years were, as you probably noticed from my other videos, them other videos were basically showing where I've came from to now. I would say only in the last few years, from maybe 2021, 2022. That's when I have really built an elite physique, leveled up in terms of everything. And now, I'm talking from hindsight, I'm talking from experience. All this stuff I've done, I'm not talking shit. If you check Instagram, there is proof, transformation photos, all this stuff. You'll be able to see exactly where I've came from. I was once that guy that was skinny. I was lost, no purpose, anything like that, to now thriving, built an absolutely elite physique, absolutely smashing it. So all this stuff, I am talking from hindsight. I've built the physique, I've built the guy, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Now it's time to give back to you lads and show you exactly how to do this stuff. In terms of building the physique, like I say, investing into a coach is always going to be the best idea. It's going to absolutely skyrocket your progress. I do actually help out career-driven men, 25 to 40, that are looking to upgrade their physique, life, mindset, performance, all this stuff. I do help men out with. So if you ever get stuck and you do need a hand with this stuff, I'm always here to help. The link is in my bio on YouTube if you want to reply. This stuff is gonna, like I say, massively move you forward as quick as possible. I know that's exactly what you want. So hopefully you can take this stuff and use it going ahead. This stuff is massively going to help you out. And like I say, if you put into action all this knowledge that you learn on YouTube, it will skyrocket your progress. And then as well, if you're investing into a coach, all this stuff will 5x your progress. And I know that's exactly what you want. So, like I say, put this stuff into action. Get yourself moving ahead. Put the graft in and you will achieve absolutely amazing results. Stay tuned for more videos like this on YouTube. I will be bringing out a video every week or a couple every single week. So stay tuned. There will be more content coming out like this. And hopefully this video did give you a massive insight into how to build an absolutely sick physique in 2025.